I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, may I have your introduction, please?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. So, my name is Neha. I am from Uttarakhand. I am postgraduate, and right now I am married. I have a kid. That's all about me.
Nice. So, would you
Yes,
like me to introduce?
yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Okay,
I
as
know
you know,
very
my
well. Yeah.
okay, as you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I have a YouTube channel. If I tell you about my qualification, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. So, this is all about me. Okay, Neha.
Okay.
So, tell me about your little bit journey, English journey.
Yes, ma'am. So, as you know, I am postgraduate. So, when I was pursuing my, post graduation, so I got married, and after my marriage, I was just, a lot of domestic responsibility comes towards me. So it is very difficult to find time for myself, and I am, kind of person means I am considered myself as an ambitious person. So but after my marriage, it is very difficult to find time for myself, and I am just, always trying to do something, means try to, learn something new. And but I was just wondering what should I do. And I always, consider myself inadequate, because because of English. Actually, I am very pathetic, since my childhood, if I talk about English. So then I thought that it would be, better for me if I I can't step out, and it would, better for me, if I, learn English. So then I started my journey towards English. But earlier, in the very beginning, I, did not know. I did not know, tense and all. But after, a certain period of time, yeah, I am right now. I am pretty much comfortable to speak. Yeah.
Okay. So, what were your subjects that time? Your field basically, when you
Um,
were completing your graduation?
I completed my graduation, post graduation in Hindi medium, and my post graduation completed in history, Bachelor of Art. I completed my.
Okay. So, have you ever tried to do any kind of jobs, like any in teaching or any kind of field?
No, no, ma'am. Actually, I gave two examination, government examination, but I couldn't clear. Yeah, but then I thought that it would be, good for me to learn English. If I don't do anything, then in future I will, provide educational, environment for my kids. That's the reason, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, which kind of difficulties and hurdles you faced, like while learning this English language?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I would like to say I, encountered so many troubles throughout my journey, because I live in a village, so it is, very difficult to, find peoples, and because there is no environment to speak English. And when I started my journey, so I had, no idea how to start, and these kind of things. But through social media, I started from basic, and that time, and living a village, and so it is very difficult to, sometime, internet connectivity, and I started my journey means 1.5 year ago. And right, and still I am not that much fluent, because lacking confidence and
The
hesitation, and
environment.
yeah, environment also, yeah.
Okay. So, right now, do you have any environment or not?
No, no, ma'am. I am just, trying to find people only through social media. Actually, I have been using one application, Juice Skill application, where I connect, co-learners with co-learners. Yeah,
Okay, okay. I have
yeah.
some groups, Skype groups. If you like, then I can add you there. I'm also the part of that group, Spoken English
Yes, ma'am.
group, kind of.
Yeah, please, ma'am. Add me.
Yeah, sure, sure, definitely. Of course. Okay, so do you have any queries for me? Then please proceed.
Uh, ma'am, how Means how you start, how did you start your journey? Actually, I used to watch your video when you make, solo videos. So I often, watching your video. So
Okay,
I want to know about your some background, means background
journey
journey, means.
basically.
Yeah.
See, initially when I started, I didn't have any environment. I started my channel 3 years back. So I didn't have any environment, I didn't have any speaking partner, but I had I can say the fascination, the passion towards this English language. Until today, I have this passion. So since I had the kind of ignition, you can say, so I used to record my voice because
Yes,
we all have all people have a smartphone, so we can make the maximum use of this. So I used to try to earlier record my voice, and that's how I started my journey. And after that, making my own self videos talking about all the things in the context of English language. That's how I started, but I was very fearful that time. Even though I was doing that, I was like, I didn't have any option left, so I thought like this much I can do. So I started like was this doing this, and now I'm like totally engrossed with the environment because I have now the environment. It's been 4 months, I can say, and I have been talking with people from the day one, and I have been uploading conversation videos as well because earlier I didn't have any environment, so I used to talk with myself and making myself videos and uploading it on YouTube. But now I'm quite, I can say that I'm quite confident because I have the environment, just because of the environment. And yes, the efforts, I can say, it's not about getting the environment, it's about how much efforts you are putting in. So just by talking with people on every single day, I have magnified my confidence and the fluency. So yes, anyone can get this kind of fluency and the confidence, but yes, the consistency should be there and the efforts. All the time we
yes.
need to try to speak in English. That really matters. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. When I watch your video, so you always use, new words, different word. But when I am also learning these kind of these words. But when it comes to, talking, so at the time I just forget. So
It
what should I do?
happens. It happens. It's a very like a normal thing. We are human, and we sometimes we forget things. But yeah, if you are not using the words, then this means you are forgetting, you are losing the
Yes,
words. So you need to how can you remember those words? You have to write down if you have extra time, or you can just take the screenshot. If you are like googling any word, browsing any words meaning, then you can take the screenshot and try to correlate that word with some particular examples and any kind of scenarios. That's how you can remember those words, learn those words. So it's really important, and again repeat the word. Let's say if any word you can take, let's say there is a one word swindle, which means somebody has swindled me by doing some kind of vices and unethical things. And swindle means किसी ने लूट लिया in the form of money, in the form of any scam. Okay, so that's how, and we have to correlate this word with some kind of examples. So that is how we can learn word, any word, any word you want to learn it, any word you want to just get it registered. So you have to just correlate that word with examples. Just not just learn only one word, one sentence.
yes, ma'am.
And how can you do this? You have to correlate that word with some examples.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, I will definitely do it.
Okay. So do you
And
listen something like any kind of podcast?
yes, ma'am. Whole day I am just engaging myself. Sometime I am reading books. Actually, these days I am cultivate a new habit reading, which is not, earlier. And sometime I am listening podcasts, and sometime also I am, trying to, repeat those words, those sentences. And I also write down, means when I get new sentence and new words, so then also I write down. Sometime I'm practicing, but when I connect with anyone, so at the time I just forget, because I feel very hesitate, and yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
maybe because
means
it's your initial stage. Maybe that is why you feel like this way, like inhibition and fearful. You feel, but again, if you do your speaking practicing again and again, you talk with people, so you will feel more
yes, ma'am.
confident just by talking with
Yeah.
people, just by speaking with people.
Yeah, it's my third video call, but I had a conversation with Manju ma'am,
Okay.
and that video call, she asked me something, and I gave answer something because that was my first video call, and I was very nervous, and due to this, I forget everything, and but right now I am pretty much comfortable, not that much, but it is okay than
Okay.
earlier.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So, do you like read something?
Yes,
Any like
ma'am.
articles?
Not article, ma'am. These days I am reading a novel, which is The Girl in Room 105, which is written by Chetan Bhagat.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, and do you read it out loud?
No, ma'am. Not.
Oh, that's the shortcoming. Whenever you read it out loud. This will help you a lot.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
when we read things out loud, so then we are hearing, we are listening as well. And
Mm-hmm.
again and again, when we speak things, so we make our mouth to speak.
Yeah.
We making
Mm-hmm.
it habitual. We become
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much accustomed to use some particular concrete word. So I think this is quite helping when we
Yes.
read things out loud.
Yes, ma'am. I will definitely apply these things.
Okay. So any other queries do you have? Then please go ahead.
And no, ma'am.
Okay, I ask you one thing. So do you read
Yes.
any story? Like kids story, small story? Or do you
Yeah,
have any story in your mind?
yeah, ma'am. I have a book, and sometime I am reading, the story book as well.
Okay, okay. So do you want to recite any story? Short story? If you have. If you feel
Mm,
uncomfortable, then let it be.
yeah, ma'am. It would be difficult for me.
Okay. And do you have any like any sweet old memories, experience, incident of your life? Maybe
Yeah,
childhood memories. So would you like to share?
yeah, ma'am, definitely. Actually, when I 12th grade, so at that time we went Dehradun, Mussoorie, means a school trip. We were 23 trip students was there, and the trip was very very memorable moment so in my life. And when I went there, so we had enjoyed a lot, because as you know very well that if you visit any new places with friends, so it is very interesting. And when we went there, so we explored 3 and 4 new places. And yeah, that that journey, ma'am, actually I'm forgetting.
It's okay, it's okay. It happens. It happens. See, why I was saying the about the storytelling and story reciting, because it makes you feel more comfortable. Initially, it's quite difficult. I'm also working on this. I'm also not very
Mhm,
professional in that. I'm working on this. Try to do the story recitation because it's really helping. It will help you
mhm.
a lot, and it will make
Yes.
you feel to contemplate, to think
Mhm,
precisely that okay, what can I say, what can I think, what I have to do, which kind of word I have to choose. So that's really helpful.
mhm.
This will
Yes,
help
ma'am.
you a lot. Yes. So
Yes,
on
ma'am.
this note, I'm going to recite you one story.
Mhm,
Okay. So the story name is An Old Blind Lady and a Greedy Doctor. Once there was a lady who lived in a spacious mansion, and
mhm,
one day she became blind. So she called
mhm,
in a doctor, an eye specialist doctor, and the doctor said to her that she could not see, and she needed to get her eyes operated. So
mhm,
the lady agreed, and the doctor charged a high amount. But the lady said that I will be giving you money, paying you money after the operation. So the
mhm,
doctor agreed, and the doctor
mhm,
operated her eyes and just put the bandage. So and he said that in 15 days you will be recovered. So
mhm,
the old lady agreed. She conceded, So the doctor came on every single day, and what he used to do, he came and gave the medicine to the lady and stayed for some times and took away some of the expensive things from her house with him, and this went on for 14 days. And when the 15th day came, and it was the day for the lady's eyes bandage to be removed. So the doctor removed her bandage and said that now your eyesight has been recovered. So now you can see the world. As the old lady, opened her eyes and saw that there were so many things was missing. Her expensive things was missing. So she said to the doctor that since I could not see my all the expensive items, which meant that my eyes were not recovered. So I'm not going to pay you the money. On this plea, she said, I'm not going to pay you the money because I cannot see the world, because I'm not seeing my all the expensive items. So the doctor, all of a sudden, he got furious and he said that, okay, I'm going to suit you a case. So the doctor filed a suit against her, and the court listened both of the sides. And then, after knowing the truth, the doctor was charged of some huge money and sentenced to prison for swindling. So this was the story. Yeah, this was the story. So swindle, you heard this word? Swindle? मतलब उसने
Yes,
लूटने की
ma'am.
कोशिश की थी उस लेडीज के पैसों को. So there I use this
Mm-hmm.
word, and we can use in many other form. Okay. So this was
Yes,
a
ma'am.
small short story, and when we recite story, so initially it feels like that it's quite harder. We cannot do this, and we are going to go fumble, we are going to stumble, we are going to go stuck, we are going to go blank. It happens. It happens with me as well. We all are human. We make mistakes. It's not a very big deal. The main thing is that how consistently we are doing things, and the efforts, and the you can say the determination, and how adamant we are. Okay, so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
really matters. So anything we can do, anything we can achieve in our life, it depends on our efforts, how much efforts we are putting in. Yes.
And it's so quite good and very inspiring. And I will definitely, when if I get chance, so I will, connect with you, and I will definitely tell this story. Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we need to wind up this session, and thank you. You
yeah,
gave me your precious time. It was really nice conversation with you. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, ma'am. For me, thank you for connecting me. And if I get the chance, so I will definitely, if you allow me, so then I will definitely connect with you. And yeah,